terms of Luis Ortiz, what do you make of the whole blood pressure stuff in the past? What's your take on it?
My take is that, man, listen, y'all got too much money behind you, too many people behind you, man. Listen, my young boy said something years ago. I don't agree per se, but I understand. There's a young kid named Paul Malignaggi. I've known him since he was fighting in the amateur. He said, man, you'd be a fool not to use something because all these guys is using something. So you couldn't compete with him unless you're doing something. I understood what he was saying. I don't agree, but I do understand what he's saying because he's right. Travis Kaufman said something. He said, if you cheat on your wife and she keep letting you cheat, you're going to keep cheating. There's no incentive to make you do something different. I had two heavyweights. I had one guy test positive against both of my heavyweights. And he tested positive against somebody else. So I'm like, what did he buy, a 6-pack of that shit and say, I paid for the whole 6-pack, I'm going to use it? You know what I mean? But if boxing doesn't step up and says something to him, say, hey, man, no, you can't use this. In baseball, they don't let you just keep swinging at the ball until you finally get a hit. They say 1, 2, 3, you out. How do you keep letting guys just repeat their action? Everybody, mistakes are for humans. That's what we do. That's probably what we do best. Probably nothing we do more than make mistakes. How many times are you going to keep making the same mistake? How many times are they going to keep letting you do the same thing? That's ridiculous. You know what I mean? So Ortiz popped, from what I heard, he popped more than once. The excuses pretty much go out the door. We had a young kid not too long ago that I knew. I wouldn't even put his name out there, but he said he popped for something he was taking for medical reasons. He popped for the, okay, but I never heard of him popping again. You know what I mean? So these guys are repeating offenders. I mean, the judge even sent away repeat offenders. Next time I see you in my courtroom, you taking a trip. Because there's no reason for the guy to not do it. Listen, if you could walk in the bank and just walk in the vault and take a bag of money out and walk the hell out, you got people here that might lie and say, I wouldn't do that because it wasn't. If you could do it and it was easy to get away with, you would do it. That's why in the days of Dillinger and Bonnie and Clyde and them, it was easier to do it back then. So more people was doing it. It was more frequent. Because bottom line, if there's nothing to deter you from doing it, you're going to keep on doing it. I mean, so there need to be a conversation about what's going on, man. I don't know the proper logistics of it, but, man, get something done, man. Clean up the sport. You know what I mean? We just got to make it mandatory that we got to take tests. You know what I mean? And so the sport can get dangerous. I don't think it's violent. Boxing is violent. I don't believe that. I believe it's violent when you violate the rules of it. Then it becomes violent. But when there's rules set in agreement, cage fighting or whatever, when you got rules, two men agree, okay, we can elbow each other, we can knee each other. That's an agreement. You know what I mean?
Rules.
Yeah, with rules governing it, you know what I mean? But when guys keep going outside of those rules, this sport can become deadly. And we got to get on top of that, man, because everybody got a family. Everybody's got stories. Some got stories of their family is worse than other guys, but everybody's got a family, you know what I mean?